Hi everyone, I thought I would share with you this video on how I created these cluster charms or purse charm. Sorry for the glare. Let's see if I can get that there. So let me show you what I did to create that cluster. So you will need some tools, round nose, needle nose, or just your regular pliers and your cutters. You'll need your material to make either eye pins, or if you just have the wire that you can use that'll be easily manipulated, that would be a bonus. The softer it is, the easier it is to manipulate. You'll need some of the rings. Okay, and of course you'll need beads and some chain. So this is chain that I got from Beadalon, and I believe this one is, I don't know if they're sterling silver or silver plated, better quality than what you got at Michael's. So I thought I would use these for the demo in the video. Now the one that I created, this chain has 10. But I'm gonna do it a little bit smaller, and I'm gonna do it as 8. So that's just 8 links here instead. So let's count them up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these ones open. Open it up and take these off. Seems pretty short. Not sure why that's short. Let's see here. That's 10. I guess, yeah. I guess it just makes it look longer once you have the beads and everything on it. So let's go with it anyway. Why not? All right, so I've already done up a few of these beads to save you through the hassle of watching me get frustrated. So what I'm going to first do is the top and the bottom. So like this one, you'll need your lobster claw. I do have one here somewhere. Oh, lobster claw. I call them lobster claw. I don't know why. It's a lobster clasp. Oh, yeah, of course, it's right there looking at me. You guys are probably all saying, it's in the beads. All right, so what I like to do is the ones I did the other day have a couple wraps around the beads. But I'm just going to do just a regular single loop, and that will be it. So all I'm going to do is just actually let's go back here. Let's start with the bottom and the top. I have them both. I'm going to do them both as the same, and I'm going to cut this down, and I'll show you how I like to cut it. So with the flush side towards you to make it a flatter cut, like so, and I hold on to it so it doesn't shoot across the table and then later step on it or something. What I also like to do is I like to try and get my loops facing the same direction, but that doesn't always happen. My hands get sore, and they'll be different sides, but really it doesn't really matter. My loops are never consistent in size. Whatever piece I clip and wherever I put it on my round nose, I usually have it, there's a little marker there that I'll stick with. But I change it up. I don't know. Sometimes I like having it a little bit so that it wiggles back and forth. But so all I'm going to do is just put it in my round nose. Make sure it's flush up at the top, like so. And then from there, all I'm going to do is take it, and then I like to twist backwards and keep twisting like so. and I keep it right where it is so that it doesn't, I don't lose the size of the circle. I keep that still inside. So now I've created my loop. And now all I'm going to do, instead of having my loop look like this, I'm going to bend it over so that it's a little bit straighter. So all I do is put that back inside and give a little bend. So then it looks more like that. And you can still keep twisting. I didn't twist enough so that it was touching. So like so. And then when you twist it back, it tends to open up a little bit. So now your bead will, or your loop will look like that. Okay, so I always give it a little, just to make sure it's a little bit tighter so that it's touching like that. And then we'll just go ahead and do the next one. And sometimes with these little pieces that I'm clipping off, I can save them for smaller beads so I don't throw them away unless they're super tiny. Again, so all you're gonna do is find your sweet spot. You'll know the distance that you like to work with, and then just work with it from there. Keep your same, that's probably just over 1/2 inch. And then I just always pick, I tend to pick the same spot. So the best thing to do is just to mark with a black marker on there. So you keep it like so. And if you want, you can turn it so that you're turning, loosen up on your grip, and then turn it so that they're going to face the same way. So again, it's flush here, so I'm not going to cut myself, so that you want it to be flush. And all I'm going to do is take it, turn. I like to put a little bit of counter pressure with my thumb, and I just turn till I can't turn anymore. Keep it the same till it's touching, like so. Then I put it back in and here. So then it gives it that little look. Okay, so again, there's a little give on the bead, but I like when they're sliding back and forth. If you want it tighter, then obviously you just cut your leftover piece 1/2 inch or what have you, or you just move down on your round nose pliers a little bit more. But I'd like to have this. It's just my preference. Everyone has their own. I'm sure most people like it probably tighter than that, but for me, with these dangles, I like to have them so that it's a little bit more jingly. All right, so I have my top and my bottom, and maybe I'll just do a couple more with you just to show you again. So again, so these ones already, this eye pin, it already started with the one. So there, just hold on to it. I'm gonna probably do this one a little smaller. Okay. Sure it's flush to the top. Counter pressure, and then I twist. Once you do a few of them, it kind of just comes natural to you. But when I was doing jewelry before, I was really, I changed it, and I was doing more different type of wrapping and like wrapping around and all that. But just when I'm just getting back into it, I'm just going to do the single loops. It just makes it easier, especially for the process of the video. I'm going to take my little rings here. Bent nose needle pliers, and you twist this way. You don't want to pull open. That will bend it and lessen the quality of the ring. So like so. Put it in. Like that. And there you go, there's the first piece. Now you can do a little smaller loop. On the other ones that I did were smaller loops, but it's a little bit more difficult getting in when you have the chain and the dangles, so I thought for the process of the video it might be easier just to use the larger rings. All right. So let's go and do another. We're gonna hook the chain on. So really this is gonna add up to 10 because where I'm adding a loop and then this chain, that's counting like another piece of the chain. So really, technically it is gonna be the same as the previous ones. All right, so I kind of like that it has the bigger loop and then the smaller. It gives it a different look. All right, so let's, I'm not going to put, yeah, you know what, I am going to. When I'm twisting them, I like to use that side of that side of the pliers. All right, so let's hook that in, hook the bottom in, like so. But when I close it, I like to use just the top of the pliers there. All right, so that's it. So let's see if it almost matches up the same. Yeah, so there you go. So it added as a couple more pieces onto it. All right, so we got that. And all I do is just, I start picking places to add the beads. I don't, I try not to get all the black on one side. So if I put a black one, I'll try and put it on the right side of the ring versus the left. Like these ones are not quite circles and where they're separated. So I kind of choose it that way. So I'll show you what I mean. That. So I'm always holding so that the open is on the top, and then I'll just pick a spot and I hold it. And what I like to do is start with one on the very top or at the very bottom. So let's start at the bottom. It's easier to make your way from the bottom to the top because then you don't have the beads dangling. Sometimes when I start this, I forget all about it, and then I start and they're dangling and it's harder to find a spot to put them. But really, it doesn't matter. Just mix them up. So what I like to do is just start putting the black on, and then I put some white on, and then I put some pink on. So that's how I'll do it here. But there's really whatever way you want. You can add all the same beads. You can do so much with this. All right, so I have it on that side. You can see I have it over on this side. So on this one, I'm going to put over on the other side. Even though you do that, it doesn't mean that it's going to hang on that side. It just depends on which way it goes. Sometimes they'll hang on the both sides, both the same side. So let's do another one. Really, I could separate these with my fingers, but right now my fingers are sore from beading them all on. All right, so let's take a look. Did on that side, so I'll do this one on the opposite side. From there. Okay, and then I'll do one on the other. So then let's just do one on the top. All right, so I'll speed this up for you just so you don't have to listen to me babble. And I'll just keep adding and I'll show you the process as I go. So if you want to win this, let's say pink. Pink glitter. So let's enter that below. Pink glitter is the secret words that I'm going to use. If you use that in the comments below, then you can win this one here. And then I will do the draw. Let's do another one. Let's do one up here on this side. I'll do the draw on Sunday, and the secret word is pink glitter, and you can be the winner of this cluster charm or embellishment or however you want to use it. And I will send that off. Now I have a couple things that will be going out. I still have winners from another thing, but once this, I'm not sending anything in the mail right away, so it will take a little bit to get to you. I will not be mailing anything out within the week or anything like that, so hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll be able to get all the stuff that I have mailed out. But let me know, pink glitter down below, and I will enter you in and you can win that. Thanks, and thanks for watching.